What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's Fish Tanks bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're gonna give you an update on what's going on with the construction of Greenhouse 3.0. We're also gonna show you a few fun plants that we got. And it's Sunday, it's Species Sunday. I'm gonna talk about a fish I was entirely wrong about and show you some examples about how wrong I really was. All right, so I'm sitting on the outside of the future home of Greenhouse 3.0. Want to give you kind of a quick tour of what's going on with that. Like most things in construction, as all you saw with the building of 2.0, nothing happens on time or with purpose. I was supposed to get the building permit. My guy Eric was scheduled to come the beginning of August. We started about 2 weeks ago, so we're a little behind schedule for my liking. They came, they threw the trusses up. It was quick, it was fast, but then we have to do everything. It's all about the rocks, it's all about the grade work. And you never know how much rock you're gonna need, both in your aquarium, and you never know how much rock you're gonna need when you're throwing down them 57s, boy, to get it up on grade, if you will. Luckily, and everything happens for a reason. My neighbor Charlie owns stone throwers, so Charlie's throwing rocks or whatever. And literally, I got all this done. One day it was done before 9 o'clock. So we've got this actually pretty close to being ready for concrete. I've got to, before I get the concrete in here though, I got to have my man Ryan Croft with Croft's Electric come in. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to do electric on that pole, electric on that pole, that pole, that pole. There's going to be another pole there. There's going to be a garage door there, man door there, electric, electric, electric. This is one of the things that I wish I would have done in 2.0. No big deal. You learn from your mistakes and you make it better. I'm actually going to put some electrical up in the sky, in the ceiling. That way when I plug those metal halides in or those heaters in or whatever I want to plug in, it's up off the floor, which is always wet. It's Sunday, it's Species Sunday. I got to talk about one of my favorite plants that I absolutely positively have to have in my coffin when I head on to the next life. That is Vallisneria. People with goals succeed in life because they know where they're going. I know I want to have 4 or 5 types of val. Right now we've got 6. This is a new one. Vallisneria grows all over the world. It's found natively in the United States. I've got clips of me collecting it. It's all over Florida, and it's also in Asia. This is Vallisneria Asiatica biwaensis or whatever I believe is it. And this is a beefy, thick, looks like a corkscrew val or a val torta. Super thick leaves though. Look at the leaves. There's actually like 3 leaves in there. This is new to me. I love it. We're selling a ton of it. Absolutely awesome. Now, generally speaking, val, obviously it's a background plant. It likes a little bit higher calcium levels, which does well for us because we're in the bluegrass state. We got the high lime, high calcium content water. But this will melt back on you. You can see some of the melt back on it. Val does that. Melts back hard, comes back harder. So you would actually trim this. If you're taking a val, you want to trim like the tips. That'd be great. But we got this val rolling. We've got the giant val roll in there. We've got the leopard val roll in there. And we've got the 100% fail, did not work, not afraid to fail. First basin we set up, val torta completely, probably not even in there because it's overgrown with hyacinth. We've also got over there, we've got some Italian val. So there's 5 types of val. We've also got the spiral val right now, that makes 6. So super fun, easy beginner plant. Like, try it in the back, melts back, teaches you that lesson. So gotta show you the val. And this is a quick cameo from the newly moved red stem talia, which is actually just a couple of runners off of the big bad boy. I do want to show this though. This is some Physidens moss that we got, and it is just, whoa! This is burley Brillo pad type moss. We've got a whole basin of it. It's growing like crazy for us. We've also got a little bit of barterai around in there too. But this is, we intend on having multiple moss basins in 3.0. I do want to run inside real quick and show you just how dominating the red stem talia is right now though. So I want you just to see the scope of this. This is the talia that we just let grow and do what it does. They always get big this time of year. I want to show its dominance both above here. Sadly, there are no trade shows this year because of the certain virus going around, because I'd love to bring this sucker with me to Aquashella up in Chicago. Well, I don't even know if the one in Dallas is happening or the aquatic experience has been canceled. But you're looking at it, you're like, oh, that's big, that's huge. Well, look at this though. It's even got, check this out. Camera guy, you catching this? It's even got like, I'm trying to grow through these boards type action going on back here where it's just like, I don't care, I'm gonna grow up against this. So just totally burly plant. But this is a red stem talia, folks. Riddle me this, Batman. Why is the stem on this plant not red? You can see the clip here. When I had it in my old garden pond, it used to have a red stem. What would be different? Two things. One, full direct sunlight. This is pretty darn close to full sunlight, but it's not. And two, heavy amounts of nitrogen being given off by the waste, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, feeding the red stem talia. I think this thing is actually lacking a little bit of nutrients from all the giant koi poo that it used to eat off of. Riddle with that. Now let's talk about some fish. Let's talk about being wrong for a second. I'm not afraid to be wrong. Been pretty wrong about the durability of a certain fish, and that fish I want to talk about to you today is from South America. However, it is a cichlid. It is not aggressive like the African counterpart. It comes in the wild from a lower pH, slower moving streams, almost agua negro or black water, as us gringos call it. I want to talk about the German blue ram. Dusty couldn't have been more wrong about the durability of the German blue ram. Let me explain, I made a video entirely hating on German blue rams and how they're sensitive. And that is true. They are if they are wild collected, but apparently here in 2020, they have been so rapidly bred in captivity that they are durable as heck. And I know that firsthand because of my man Steve. Here's the story on the rams. First of all, Steve had them in this beautiful 90-gallon aquarium. My friend Steve is moving on me for like the second or third time. I'm a little bit bitter, but whatever. He had him in this great tank. He said, yo, Dustin, you want my rams? I said, of course, I'll take your rams, bro. So I take his rams a couple Fridays back. I also got the cardinals at the same time. I said, Steve, I'm gonna acclimate those. He goes, don't worry about it. Takes the rams, scoops them, no net, no temperature acclimation, no nothing, throws them in a 125. I'm thinking those things will be dead by the time they hit the water. They're not. They're fine. So we see them swimming around. By the way, we do like, 50% water changes or whatever. Like we're doing a lot of water changes. The fish are durable. Then an accident happens. The other day, I get word that apparently one of the red hoses in the greenhouse has been left in the 125 overnight. It's up high, the end of it's down low, siphon creates a siphon, takes the water level of the 125 down to about an inch of water. An inch of water in a 125 with, oh by the way, not one but two rams. I'm not here. Apparently they fill it back up, dechlor the heck out of it. And today this footage you are seeing here is from German blue rams who sat overnight in 1 inch of water. And then the next day got about a 98% refill of a 125-gallon aquarium and are totally rocking, totally rolling. Loving the German blue rams right now. If anybody's keeping them in captivity, I'd love to hear it. My man Mike Bernard, old school player to new school fool, is breeding them on his page, and I absolutely love them, egg layer. But drop me a comment on your durability comments with the German blue rams.